Takes out my stop. It doesn't take out the top just yet. But I did throw that stop
All
back
right,
in
what's
there
going
when
on,
it snapped
guys?
back off 66. So it's
Starting
not
to
really
stream
a
a little
losing
bit
trade because, of
late,
course,
but
we
it
had
is
the
what it
80 shares
is.
above that price. Watch out. It did not trade 67.80. The high is this 67.33. So if you're looking for a break, that is the price you got to be concerned with, Brendan.
Ideanomics very strong so far. Just double checking on headlines. $3 just broke there, guys, for ID.
A shorter, I mean, I took a long on Nasdaq right over here.
So J&J does spike all the way up here. We didn't get our full load there on the downside, but we still like it. See, we tried. Did I get it? No, we didn't. We tried to get 145 on that 140 break right there, but we missed. So we did have to punch in to 150. So we did get a 150 break there on J&J, guys. Thank you so much for that, Arky. We will look at shrimp. We did talk about that before. There was some new technology there, but thank you so much for that. So we'll go falling down money for that 100. Thank you so much, Arky Shen. I will look at SH. What was it again? We'll look at that in a second. I gotta do some work. SHMP, thank you for that super chat. That's a big one. And mucho appreciated there.
All right, so
J&J, here we go. We're making
Nasdaq.
that back, man. Damn
I like
it,
Nasdaq right now. I took a long
couldn't
on.
hold it, guys. There wasn't a huge position, but
took a long
I just
like
was
about
afraid
right
to
over
go down.
here.
We should have held that one.
GameStop.
My bad on that one. GameStop
We are
doing something
coming
new.
down
Broke
on the Nasdaq.
35, so it was doing
that was
absolutely nothing for the first couple of minutes at the open. It just broke the pre-market low, so I just got.
All right, so yeah, but I took a long on the market open.
Price at all, just to keep in mind. I'm going to show you a high time from your daily.
Basically for a scalp. Made about like half a percent on that trade. So small trade, small win, but it was a scalp. So I got out like right over here, like as it's starting to test up previous highs, which is right over here. Previous highs. Got out there. S&P 500.
But it's come back down to 103. If it gets above 105, I'll definitely have half of it out at that point.
So I am kind of a little bit bearish on it today, just because of the impeachment.
I didn't notice that, man. That was a great break. 35.
The impeachment trials, but Dow Jones 30 looks really strong with that candle. But again, we could see a reversal later on. Russell 2000 is up to almost 1% today, which is freaking pretty good. That's insane. Looking at the woman right there, that's insane. So small caps definitely looks bullish today. Devon up 3.5%, EWZ, EW, McDonald's, Tesla's down for today, almost at break even. XLM still in that position, down about 1.29%, but I'm still in profit in that. CompUZ 3%.
If it gets to that VWAP and turns around, I wanted to make sure I locked in a couple of bucks.
All right, Nasdaq is starting to come down.
Half out for $2. Hopefully, just gonna end up probably trying to make back what we lost. I see a snapback like this, and I'm not even anticipating we're going to get back to like 110 or 113. I'll be very happy with like a 107 area and then taking $5 on this, essentially just...
USD made like a little move down. We could see kind of maybe a pullback on the higher time frames on Euro USD, UJ. You know, we pulled back and we're holding support right over here, so nothing really significant at the moment. But yeah, so we got. Let me just go ahead and post this real quick.
So NPA up on that ETF news.
Okay, NPA, good mover there. We did talk about that.
GU doing the same thing. Nothing really significant today on the forex pairs.
And we did just get out of that. So we always talk about the our winning trades and our losing trades. We did take some out there at 40. I told you we took out half there. So it's a negative stock, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse, obviously.
EG. I did a case study last night on it, so really bearish on it. So.
There goes J&J, guys, and we go, hell yeah.
Yeah, you could have definitely. It is a swap in liquid 50. But if you go down here, you could definitely have, find some divergence right here. Slight divergence. But I mean, I'm going to go and do a case study on this today too. But it's just, whenever you're trading at this significant level, it's going to pull back. So you could definitely have taken many entries on it.
Yeah, GameStop's just hovering. 35 goes to 35.50, now back down to like 35.20. OGen is
as it comes down, so you keep taking your entry here, putting your stop here. Eventually it comes all the way down. Gives you about 2.5R for right there. Then in total gives you about 4R.
This little SOS going again. Remember we talked about this going back to, I think it was last week. It came in with crypto.
But yeah, just keep an eye on EG, guys. EG has been really bearish on it, as you can see here on the last couple of days. Just really bearish. So keep an eye on that. Take advantage of that for sure. Because especially with my case studies that I've been watching, you know, it's had a really strong trend. So just take advantage of that before it has kind of a green day on it, before it pulls back toward the upside. GF, nothing really significant, kind of divergence. Maybe small divergence right there, nothing really significant. EG, same thing. Euro pairs today, I mean, they're just bearish, so just take advantage of that. Euro pairs have been really bearish. Euro AUD, Euro JPY, Euro GBP. Just take advantage of it, guys. You know, you could have so many entries that, you know, I could put in my scalping system that I didn't take, to be honest, because I wasn't awake.
Look at this. Check out the pink sheet, or the pink sheets. Check out the sticky note there.
But just beautiful,
which one has all the stars beside it there?
beautiful trend toward the downside.
161
Your CAD, bearish as well, as you can see. We have the RSI kind of slightly rising from this point, so something to be careful with. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and
it does go to 91.80. You guys know we were looking for 90. What do I have
take a short on this.
Much higher than this for our friend AMD, but down comes GameStop. This could be a big win for me if it does get through 34, guys.
It just got to like 34.50 before turning around. I was actually considering if I should have taken some shares off, but the other name I'm watching here is right at VWAP, right at 105, that Affirm. It's the second long trade I've had, of course, lost on the first. If it cannot hold this consolidation, I'll probably dip out of this at 104 just to put a bit of a trailing stop in. I don't want it to come all the way back in, test 101, and I didn't take some more profit on this one. Brennan.
I mentioned analyst moves on that F-cell. Here's another one. Sun W, big move today to the upside. 11.5 held there right at the open, all the way up to 13 almost for Sun W, guys.
This time, I'll take some out on GameStop. That 34.50 that I just mentioned a couple of seconds ago, it got there, it tested it. I didn't do anything about it. This time, I'm going to actually take some shares off. If we get back up into this 35, like 25, 35 range, it gives me the opportunity to make a decision to take some more shares if I still like it. Of course, I also can now get a 34 break if I still want to have the same amount of shares as before. I just don't want this to have made a higher low, screaming to the upside, and I made nothing on that short trade. So taking some profit on GameStop there. It's only going to be like a 30-cent. Well, check that. That's actually a 50-60 cent win. But on this stock, it's already gone $5 back from the top. That's really not a heck of a lot.
No. I'm waiting for GameStop. I'm going to try to get this thing out. Like, if we can get 30 that'll be nice.
Yeah, but nothing really significant on the Forex pairs.
We'll see what happens.
I'm looking at, to be honest.
I said we're not going to get greedy and expect that every day, guys. So let's just hold out on trying to make some $11 winners here on GameStop again. Not to say that we can't do that, but we'll wait, guys. So we are short here, 34.70 on GameStop. We did empty the load there on J&J, so that was a good trade. We're very, very light now, waiting to see what it does at VWAP, but J&J, a good trade for us here today. AMD, we just take on a whim there. Gets out some 83s. Let's see what it does around 92. I definitely like some J&J. And then CGC, man, still riding high there with that pun's not going to ever get old, as we are now 48 cents in the money and still in the money. This one's never gone against us. This is the CGC, my number one cannabis.
Ford's at $10.
Yeah.
On my chart, it broke. I see 101 is the high, so there's not a lot of size in level 2. It's possible it was there the first time. I didn't see it until now, and I see a 101 or 1001 high, so it's possible it broke. If not, I might still take it.
I'm just waiting on this right now.
99 scalp break, but that's a lot better if you see like that million shares on the offer. Sorry, check that. It was 2 million shares on the offer, I believe, yesterday on Ford.
Oh, and I took a loss of gold.
And long GM yesterday as well. I tweeted that position out.
I think it was like yesterday. Like small loss, about 1/4% of a loss on my account.
Everything working right now. There goes AMD. Hell yeah, AMD.
So we're just gonna wait on it and see what we do here. If it breaks over the highs again, I'm gonna go ahead and take a long on it.
ETF for semis. FRS, one we talked about yesterday, popped up on, this is Foresight Autonomous. They're doing a deal with a prominent Japanese automaker. They didn't name which one. I had offers up here in the 7s for this, but just falling apart today for FRSX.
All right. FRSX, we did take a little bit of GameStop there for 40 cents. It is bouncing right now off 34.25. Let's just watch that break, guys. This has just been a monster day for me again, guys. Double day net right now, double day goal.
That's a good
Look at
question,
AMD,
Jonathan.
bang to the upside. That's a big winner. And again, I think on Instagram, I'm going to put this up. If you can follow, you can.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to be self-accountable. I'm gonna get stopped out right here.
Fubo, Lemonade, CGC.
We're making kind of a.
J&J there, AMD at the bottom.
We're about to make maybe a lower high right there.
There goes GameStop. Welcome to $1 in the money right now, GameStop. Let's just keep on going. I don't have any downside targets other than down here, 31 and change. Bye-bye, GameStop. Let's see how far this one can go. Big trade alert over here on GameStop.
Yeah, I just took another leg out when 34 broke. Use that momentum to get 33.81. That's $1.50 in terms of return. If we get that 31.40, of course, from yesterday, that'll be the last out for me. Affirm came in, so we'll line that one up and knock it out. It got up to like 108 or so, maybe even a little bit higher than that. My order was sitting here in front of it, 107.50. So like I said, take about $5. I mentioned I didn't expect it to get to 110. I wasn't sure what the turn was going to be, so I wanted to lock in the profits. Again, I'm going to be slightly up on it because I did lose on that first trade that we had. But a good look there. I'll get to Weenie in a second. That's also working in the money, guys. Brennan.
More cannabis action. Cron, guys. Wow, 7.3%. 52-week highs.
I haven't gotten stopped out yet.
Buddy.
I was close on getting stopped out right there.
I mean, just look at what I have on. GameStop.
That's funny. That was like, bro, that was so close to my stop loss. My stop loss was actually a little bit higher. It was at, yeah, literally at 1,300.
J&J, whatever. We've smoked that one. Good trade for J&J today. For me, we're waiting on that. We're in the money still, 20 cents. But 20 cents for me, apparently now, doesn't seem to be too much. So let's just keep on going. CGC upside, man. GameStop. I wasn't joking when I said 31, guys. So let's just
but anyway, so to answer your question, Jonathan.
GameStop, bang, bang, bang. Let's just see how low this one wants to go. Big win.
Bro, that was so close to my stop loss.
Yes, reloading my chart there because it froze on me. I just got plugged when it broke.
I'm surprised my spread didn't actually hit it. Like with my spread hitting like hit my stop loss. But anyway, to answer your question, Jonathan, I mean it's hard to be self-accountable. Not everyone can do it on their own. That's why having an accountability partner is nice because you'll have both of you guys are going to be accountable for each other. Make sure that you guys are like you're going to the gym. Like get a gym buddy. Having a gym buddy right there with you, going every day with you in the gym to make sure that you're going to the gym and you're doing your workouts, whatever. It's just like a gym buddy and trading accountability partner. So I mean, it's just for me. How I stay so disciplined right now is just kind of keeping the same routine right now, and just being like really focused on your goals and being self-motivated, not having like particularly something to be self-motivated, like to be motivated, just be self-motivated on why you're trying to accomplish on those specific goals. Okay, we're making a cut out 2 entry right over here. Let me just get out.
Big trade alert right now on Ford.
Just going to go over to, Wilson's going to be coming in a little bit there. You saw it on the bottom. Trade from yesterday, Zom. All I'm going to say about this is someone mentioned the funny story about Tiger, whatever the Tiger show was on Netflix. You can look it up.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's hard. Not like, for me, I still struggle to it with this day. But if you really want it, it's just you just go for it, bro. Like, I've wanted trading for so long. Like, I've wanted to become such a professional trader, trade millions of dollars for such a long time. Like, and trading has been hard for me. Like, for me particularly, like, my emotions really fuck me up in trading. So it's been really hard for me in the past. So even with losses, even with like having really significant big losses, even whenever I lost like $8,000 in a trade, it's just something that if you really want it, then you have to go for it. Like for me, like there's no point in quitting in trading because I put so much work, so much hours into it that I'm never gonna quit. Even if I freaking like do something stupid, like I just put so much time into it, so much hours into it that I know trading is it's something that I'm passionate about and it's something that I love, and just having that mindset where I'm not gonna quit no matter what, even though it's hard, even though it sucks, Even though I'm not doing anything really significant right now, I'm just gonna keep at it. You know, just keep at it and never quit. You know, that's like the mentality, never quit mindset. That's what Navy SEALs, you know, have. You know, whenever, you know, they have that never quit mindset. They're not gonna quit, even though it's hard, even though it sucks. Just keep going. So there's always gonna be a brighter road ahead. So for me, like, you know, trading has just been something that, you know, it's been hard. Like last year, I woke up like literally every single day at 3 a.m. But if you love it and if you want it really badly, you'll get it. You know, you eventually will get it.
Okay, yeah, yeah, firm, good trade there. We're still waiting for
With fitness, I mean, I don't know. I've just always been kind of fit.
right now on
I've always been like, I don't know. I feel like going to the gym helps you kind of just relieve your emotions, relieve your stress. So it helps me a lot mentally. And I just, you know, it's just I love like just putting on my music and just, you know, pumping the weights or running or whatever. So like sometimes it's hard for me. Not gonna lie, this year it's been hard for me. But we're pulling back right now. Sometimes it's been hard for me to just go to the gym every single day because I've been so busy. But again, you know, just go like you'll just find motivation on your own. You know, you can rely on someone for motivation. You know, you have to rely on motivation on yourself. You know, why are you going to the gym every single day? To get fit? What are the other reasons? You know, why do you want to get fit? Because I want to, you know, be better for myself. I want to be a better person, or, you know, I want to show off to my girlfriend or something like that. Just make sure you have a why whenever you're going to the gym, or just a why in life, your purpose, and why you're working so hard, and just focus on that purpose, on that why, and that just does wonders, you know.
Take out a little bit down there, a good amount actually.
I just got stopped out.
Back to the high side, so watch out for GME. It does bottom out there at 33, so maybe it's getting some momentum now to the high side. Watch out for GameStop, guys, still making moves. And guess what? The cannabis sector, the weed Batman is in the building. I gave this call to you guys early. Thank you so much if you have this, but that's why you want to join us early, guys, for that, because we gave you 33. Welcome to 80 cents clean. Never even thought about going against you on that one, guys.
Yeah, I talked about OJN at 125.
But again, it's hard. Like for me, like I'm not gonna say like I'm like a beast at accountability and discipline. I'm really disciplined in everything because I'm not.
I should have had 23, 24, but it was a little slow to the draw there. I got some out of 20.
But I'm working on it, you know.
Like 19 half or so, but
I'm always focusing on being more disciplined and more better, you know. All right, I'm gonna close the door real quick.
Have that last little bit of GameStop. It's still below that 36 range, so I'll manage that position. But I do think there's some downside to it. I'm gonna move my stop down though, a little bit higher, up at that 36 half area. But right now, managing that OGen.
Okay, yeah, OGen, good look there.
Swing trade on NQ, holding it down to 12,800.
We'll see if it can go. I'm pretty happy with this profit right now on CGC, but I do realize that it could drop down. We did have that candle there. I don't know what happened to that. I'd hate to have gotten out on that, which generally I do. Plug Power is the only one that we can throw into the gates of hell there. We did reverse.
Yeah, I got stopped out on this trade right here.
Something back on the long side.
It is what it is.
Lost too much there, going short on that 64 break, but now we're back up to VWAP. So
it's getting a little bit choppy at this area.
This is basically
I want to take a short at this entry right over here.
It does go to VWAP, but watch out for 66 on this play. But Ford has been the trade for me for the day. I mean, realistically, it's been CGC, but Ford, a big one, man. Now to 09s. Hello. We love that, and we love Alibaba. We love GM. Yesterday we put on a new position, and Ford just still rocking and rolling. We will check back when Brendan's. I guess he's not ready yet. Let me check back on.
I'm gonna hit this one here. You just got OGen out there, so there was a plan of action. I know Luis, when we talked about this, wanted it below that dollar range. I think that's a fantastic look. I'll probably still hammer a buck if it gets down there. But I like. All
right, it's hitting PSAR right now. Let's see what it does. All right, PSAR just flipped. Very interesting. So we're not seeing a lot. We're seeing kind of a push up.
But look, I'll just take it back to 114 because there was consolidation at 12, and you got to expect it. Maybe there'd be a bit of a bid when it got back to that price. Maybe that'll be true. Who cares? I'm in. I'm out. I'll look for.
Momentum is shifting downside, so eventually maybe it'll come down. We'll see.
Hey guys, yeah, just like that, 10 o'clock. o'clock. Let's have a look at North American markets here. You can see it is still the NASDAQ actually was leading significantly up above 0.5% there. But look at the Dow trying to catch up here. 0.5%.
Yeah, Dow is trying to come up right here as it makes kind of a higher low. Right here off that 50.
Record highs yesterday for the Russell.
So Dow looks stronger than NASDAQ on the tech sector. S&P 500, we're at break even. Nothing really significant. Russell, it's up 1.3%. Man, it's been making highs.
They bought up 840, they bought up 838, back to 848, trying to take out day highs.
I gotta swing trade Russell once I get an opportunity like that. I'm really interested in doing that. Devon up 4%, EWZ up 1.3%, Disney up 1%, Boeing up 2%, Intel up 3%. That's significant because Intel has been underperforming lately. So very nice how it's trying to catch up from the other tech companies. Yeah, so it's been underperforming. Eventually, I think, as it broke toward the 800 EMA. Look at this. This gap up. It's such a beautiful gap up. Keep an eye on that. Like, as this gap is really strong, because we can see a strong continuation on that. Looking at the 1 weekly chart.
On volume pre-market lows, I'll say, post that crazy
it can definitely continue going up with that gap. I like that gap.
Here, it was absolutely insane, and it has a rule that I'm going to give you.
Because I mean, yeah, we do have support right over here.
So we'll go with the roller
That's
coaster
support.
ride. That's what DPW's been. Next level I'm holding to is going to be about 570 or so. If I get a fill down here, it's actually like 68 where my bid is. I think we can go all the way back to like a 550. This stock roll over all day. After a positive news yesterday, I think the same thing could be in the cards today.
Okay, we're going to get a little bit here at 09.
But once we break toward that support, it's just going to keep them coming up. So Intel's up about 3% today. Okay, keep an eye on Intel. I think Intel is going to continue going up. Intel has been underperforming, but now it's catching up some momentum, so I like that. Walmart was Walmart. Walmart up about break even. Unfortunate. Fortunate on it. I'm still long in Walmart. I've been long like right over here since 143.
Okay, J&J still, man, that was one of my big trades. Nice little move to the high side there, 161.
We'll see. I mean, if it breaks over the 800 EMA, I may just go ahead and close it on Walmart. But I'm gonna be patient with it. You know, looking at the daily chart, it bounced off that 50. So I'm gonna be patient on Walmart. Devon up 4%. I like that. I like the energy sector, how it's trying to catch up. Oil. Oil, it's at break even right now. Yesterday we had a down on oil, so we could maybe see a continuation toward the upside.
Something crazy happens here, I should throw a bid down here in front of that 550 mark, which I said was going to be the next out. I threw in the chat, and I actually, very quickly, you can see I'm out of GameStop here, and I just had a level 2 up, and I saw it bounce off of, I saw it turn at 36, right? My stop was at 36 originally. Slams to the downside, I saw this 35 fail break, and was like, whoa. That turnaround was harsh. I just punched out of my position, so I'm going long when it breaks that 36. So I want to make sure I told you guys that like as fast as I could. We talked about this with Luis, like maybe when he came on. Sometimes it's about just looking at the level 2 and reading the tape. I was going to give the shorts at 36. When I saw that fail push down at 35 and then snap back up, the way the bid was responding and just the momentum to the upside on the tape, I decided I'd rather not be still short and look for the long when it did break at 36 and VWAP. So I am now long in GameStop for the first time in 2 days. Clearly, it should have been yesterday, Sean.
Yeah, I was long yesterday. I'm long with you now again as well. So let's see how high we can go. Bang! Nice little win on GameStop, guys. We're positive on this stock despite having this short. Bang, bang, out there, out. Again, we are long right now on GameStop. Same thinking. 36.16 long. So here we go. Let's see how high it can go. I don't like the long, though, to be honest with you. But we can wait to see. Again, we have it, so let's just hold it. See if 38 can come into play here on GameStop. We're 2 times our daily net, so that's a good one. Plug power, 44 cents now in the money. We're using 65 as our stop. We notice that there's some high spots here as well, possibly going for us there. is GameStop.
It's going. It's going. It's about to get that 37. I just took some out at 88. I took some out in front of 50. I wanna get in the position where I can now hold it to like this 38, 38.5.
Dogecoin is up 12%. It's funny. Whenever the market is kind of at break even and shifting, Dogecoin looks like it's
still long this position.
trying to make highs.
Past that 39 range, but now that we've taken a couple targets out, I'm going to move my stock up from where it would have been at about 35.50 to break even. I don't want this to even lose. If it goes back below VWAP by like 10, 15 cents, I'm just going to get out.
Yeah, I just put my order at 37.50 there.
Tesla looks like it may start shifting up.
Your GameStop big trade for us yesterday and trying to make it that one today. Ford. Boom!
Nasdaq is just basically doing its thing.
We were looking at this yesterday as well. We lost too much money on GM yesterday, but Ford again, guys. Right now, unless something catastrophic happens, we're going to go perfect for December here so far. Or December, we had 4 negative days in December. Perfect in January. Ford just running. Big trade, guys. We took a lot of shares on that one. We punched Ford in the face, just like we did at 950. 950 was net-wise one of my biggest trades that I've had on the show in a long time. That might not be true. What's up, Brendo?
Another pharmaceutical name here, LXRX. Lexicon getting FDA approval for a diabetes treatment. So big pop here, almost 40% for LXRX, guys.
I actually remember that name. And someone turned the heat on, so that's a good thing. That also means I have to take off my Maple Leaf sweater because it's getting a little hot in here. If you get too hot, have a cool drink of lemonade. I've sort of been saying this, and look, I absolutely love this stock. I liked it at 70. I had said how difficult it is to make sense of some of the run that it's had up here, and that it was probably due for a pullback. They did have an offering. It looked like it was trying to hold up. There was no test of that 187 at the top, and now you're starting to pair back in. I'd be very, very cautious with this below like 160. I mean, for goodness sakes, if you haven't taken profit when you're long at like 70 or 100 bucks, and your plan is to actually not hold it for life, I don't want it to fill this gap, and you see like 140, 145 come back in. And we've seen this happen before it loads back up on some of these names. It already had a 40% pullback once. It wouldn't be crazy for it to do it again. But Lemonade is coming to the downside, down 6% now. And if 160 breaks, I'd be cautious of it. The opening trade, wow, 170 breaks.
All right, Nasdaq is just doing its thing right now.
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't want.
I'm gonna be patient with it.
I like that sweet, refreshing drink, lemonade. Good call on that one. And we know, what was it? Brendan liked limonade, right? That was.
I don't get. Yeah.
Brendan likes the limonade. Okay, this is going to be embarrassing because we don't have very many shares, but even if we get out here at the bottom, we still have a positive trade on AMD because we scalped it out here 92.20 there. It goes basically to the high that we were looking at 92.60.
All right, Tesla's making longs right here.
This one if it breaks below 80 here on that name, so that's going to be hopefully a good call.
Ooh, Tesla, look at that.
So we hit the swish on that one, and then look at this.
Tesla's pushing up.
Turn that frown upside down.
Disney, we're up about 1.25%. Intel, we're about 3%.
And then GameStop, oh my God, it does go to 37.11. I was at 37.
Tesla made like a kind of 2-incher right over here.
Put another order here, 36 and change. See if we get out a
But
little bit.
2.5 R, 2.2 R.
So I think it's worth getting a little bit more out
on
here.
Tesla.
It doesn't look like it wanted to take that out.
strong dates. It looks like it just broke toward this level right over here. VWAP is below.
Yeah, definitely. And it was very cheap to, man, those shorts were really, really cheap, and I feel like that might have been a sign, but who knows. FRSX, I mean,
yeah, I think this thing could definitely continue pushing up.
I don't. If you're watching OGen, we're going to come back from Brendan in a second, but there's a big seller at 113. I got out of my short.
Intel is beautiful right now. VWAP is right here.
On a tear the past couple of days. This
it's holding that area.
In New York, 10% again today. Broke through 250 going back to last week, and it's just been straight upside. Almost 375 now on a big volume spike for FIND.
So I just mentioned that before we went to Brendan here, there's a seller. There's 500,000 shares at 113. Now, interesting enough, this is just bounced off of VWAP. This was also a bit.
All right, now we're coming down on the Nasdaq.
On the way up,
all right, Nasdaq.
Before
see that momentum right there? That's a shift of momentum. That's a shift of direction right there.
Again, I don't know.
I like seeing that. If it's clean, I'll take it.
I'm not going to short off of this level. A lot of times I would, but it just doesn't.
I just don't like how it makes a higher high on the dragons.
Moving to that price. I just got stopped out of GameStop.
But again, it is
I had a little
divergent.
tight stop there, and it might have been too tight. But I wasn't planning on holding this one too long. If it tested high to the highs of the day, I was likely to reverse into a short. I'm just happy that I actually was willing to play in both directions on the stock today. So either way, it's going to be a win for me. I think moral win, but also up in P&L wise anyway.
Yeah, we're down with the moral wins as well. You got to take any win you can in this game, guys. Okay, so we're still long GameStop. We should have got out some 37. We're going to use 35.50 as our out. So yesterday was a fantastic day on that one. You guys saw that. And again, today not super exciting, but still worth it a bit. Plug power dips below 66. That's going to be our out, guys. If that happens again, you got to make sure we take that 70 cents. And you know, like I said, a win is a win, and you got to make it count if you're going to take it. So we will wait for that. 66 break. We'll get out of. Or sorry, is that 66 break. We are long though. 65.31. So nice $1.35 in the money right now.
Oh my
Plug
God.
Power. What's up, Brendo?
Come on.
Seeing some energy
When has my
names
mic been
here.
freaking
Marathon,
muted?
first off, MRO,
I mean,
almost
disconnected.
8% here, guys, for
Come on, guys.
MRO. Nice work, just straight upside since the open.
Man, it's like all of these stocks, man.
I have no
All the
idea if
oil
my
names
mic
keep
was
coming. Oh, tomorrow we have
muted the whole time.
So we'll talk to him a little bit about day trading is gambling, some of that thought that he had on that name, on that thought, actually. And then we will talk to him about some picks. He was talking about ExxonMobil and whatnot. The last time he was here, we've seen that big run happen in that space. We know he's a value guy, so we've got some questions for Mr. Kevin.
So right now we're just currently waiting on the NASDAQ.
At 10:30,
Take it
so
short.
24 hours from now, we got Mr. Wonderful.
I like the momentum that's
on the show.
showing right over here.
And I'm standing in front of a train, and the train is going to be Max.
It's divergent.
I absolutely love the idea of that ETF, and I think Max is going to be in it. But I just
So we shall see what we do here.
In and out very quickly, and it's going to be a tight stop trade. But I see the pullback once off 47.75 high, making a double top. I rolled into some shares short.
Jonathan, tell me if I answered your question, if you hear that, because I have no freaking idea.
If it reverses off of that level, going to be worth a look one more time. The breakout could also be on. The volume is holding up in Maxar. It's not huge, but relatively speaking, this is big for Maxar. 1.5 million shares. A smaller name that could find its way into that new space ETF.
Look, I just got this alert on my phone, guys, here. What's up to the Pixel? Yeah, stay home alert. I'm out of here. Huh? I'm out of here. I got to go home. I got an alert here from the government. I don't need to be arrested. You guys don't want that to happen, do you? Pretty good television, though, I think, right, Valeria? If they come in here and arrest us all. But no, we are not breaking any laws. It's a stay-at-home alert. If you are not able to work from home, and you can work from home, they're asking you to do that. So everybody, please, in Ontario, please stay safe. And we are here working for you guys, but we are keeping our social distancing. As you guys know, Neil and I used to sit beside each other. We've been like this now for
I got a screen out of it.
year. Yeah, you still have the screen there. So we've been like
Alright, we're coming down right here. We're collapsing dragon. Taking my entries right here.
What the heck? But okay, we still are watching Plug Power, and yeah, everything making some nice moves for us. Although GameStop does break that 35.50, I'm now holding 10%.
I would like to get to break it off here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and take a smaller entry.
Yeah, and
then add in right over here.
I was gonna say I might have just got tricked out of a trade in OGen.
But I do like how it's divergent on the dragon right there.
This 110 area, I mean, I said it wouldn't get there. It did get there. Now made a bit of a double top. I don't love this level. And again, I usually like to confirm something like this with a previous chop range from before. I don't love that because it's a day 2 of an IPO. If I don't
So we
have
shall
a corresponding level the day before or something on a higher time frame, it's hard for me to just take this in the middle of nowhere for a short trade. So I'm not touching a firm on a 110. I know normally it might look like a decent setup, and it's in the previous weeks you had some chop and some reason to resistance. I'd be all over it. I just said I possibly got tricked out of the short at 113 because I thought it was case size. But watch out. Yeah, whatever. It just kind of tanked. So I probably should have gotten in that consolidation. Sometimes the level 2 is going to psych you out. It looks like it did there. Whoa. I actually just saw that offer now at 107. The same 50,000 shares. And you know what? If I fall for this, and I might get burned here because I'm gonna short this at 106 and probably into that one even. And if I get burned, it was at 113. The size followed it down to 107. So if I can pick some shares off to the south side at 106, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Entirely possible that order is fake, guys.
Okay, so let's just regroup here on.
All right, it's coming down.
Okay, let's just regroup here on GameStop a little bit.
So,
So we're flat on that
man,
stock now,
I
slightly
caught that a little bit
on the
late,
P&L today,
unfortunately.
but that's
Dang
okay.
it.
As we did well on it yesterday, but today, I don't know, like getting caught long there was a little, not silly, we made some money on it, but we should have got out on that VWAP rate considering the fact that I was favoring the short already. So we'll get out of that one and we'll look to get back loaded into that.
My stop is at
some
13011. I like having my stop above the 1300 level, just in case,
This is the beautiful long right there.
because it is
Get
a
little bit more
significant
out of the
level.
table. Let's go to Brendan first.
We were talking about NNDM, big offering announced in the pre-market, just tested that high. The initial high at the open was 1050, got rejected once again. So lots of volume in this name, but only a 40-cent range so
It's
far.
rejecting.
1050 might give you a trade though.
Am I going to be 2 for...
Yeah, so I just immediately got in
2 for 2?
That
Actually, I got a win
hold,
today, so it's
in 106,
at a 50% win rate right now.
Again, it actually feels like someone legitimately shorted up here and then used that order to maybe get themselves.
We'll see.
Bid down. So I wanted to go back to Tesla.
I'm just going to be patient with
because
it.
We did talk about this name. On the potential.
And I like how the MACD's in below the 0 right now.
Why even try to wait for it? Bad news, bad news. I don't think either one of us was deterred by the bad news.
If it comes up and closes, that's making a higher low. So I may just go ahead and try closing half of that. Half of that position.
But just worth a note, this felt like an absolute rock at the open off of 860, and it's looking like it's trying to attempt to turn here at 859. And it's not because I want to get some pink shorts. It's because I am going to take a shot at it right here at that 860. But I want to have like as tight a stop and as little of a loss as possible if that 860 goes again. It went to like 860 and 10 cents and slammed back down, which would be a bit of a fail break for anyone that punched long when 860 went.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got to watch out if people get trapped, right? There's a lot of people that get trapped in their positions, so you got to watch out for that and see if we can't take advantage of that. We're still waiting for Wolf to open, so that's to come, hopefully. And if Brendan, if there's any updates, I don't think Icon really updates them as they go, but Wolf coming soon, hopefully. Okay,
all right.
There it is. What's up?
Yeah, no update. Yeah,
all right, I just got out of that position right there. We're 2 for 2. I'm going to take a step back on this setup. Because now it's just starting to chop.
Their cash burn rate a little better than expected from what analysts were looking at. So 5% here for Delta, guys, upside.
Yeah, we're down about 1% for the day, which in turn is not really good, not really significant, because I'm up around 2.5% on the week.
I usually structure this way. It's like either that 1-to-1.
Actually, around 2%, yeah.
You take that profit out for your first exit. I don't on Tesla because I always think it's going to go more. But if I want to walk away actually making money on a Tesla short, gotta take what it gives.
So I'm going to be patient with this. 2 for 2. It is what it is.
And the way Tesla trades, it's very likely to do that. But
I haven't had a 2 for 2 loss, continuation of a loss in a long time.
A solid sign I like if the volume is low. On Tesla, it feels like the read is always wrong. If it doesn't go in the next few minutes, that could also
So I'm just going to wait on that.
Yeah, there's my bid, thinking that there would be another shot at space on that double bottom at 30. Let's just go ahead and cancel out, because I don't think I'll be getting that bid down at 30.60. Now that we're trading through $33 on Virgin Galactic, that was as good a break as you'll get at that 27.50 on Virgin. That was a great level on a higher time frame. And then on top of that, you get fantastic news, of course, with another space ETF there in the space.
And yeah, we had that space break at 32.20. We took a little bit of money on it, then lost on that VWAP break. And yeah, so there's another trade, guys. Like, you know, yell at me in the chat if you think I should be holding on to some of these instead of getting out. We made the same mistake on J&J as well, but we get revenge on J&J because that breaks up, and we make money, even though we were losing on that first trade there, out at the worst possible spot on J&J, and then we got out again on that break. That was just the last 10%, so we're going to see if that can break back above. But again, these are those vaccine plays, and we talked about those all the time on the show, and that I don't really like them. So we tried to play some momentum. I think we got it, but then you got to remember, one of the best stocks to own, J&J, not one of the best stocks to trade. Doesn't seem to want to move too much. Alibaba was, again, just such a great trade for me here today as well. Defending that 242 level. It eventually breaks on our last 10%, but that was a big move to the upside for me on Alibaba. We went long here, 243.50, out 245.
Alright, so we're making a higher low.
So,
right over here.
Again to Greg over on the other side there, as him and I bought some of this yesterday near the close. So we're in the money now at 3-4%. So that's a good look for us on Alibaba. However, it's a long-term play, so we're not super excited about this move. Nice that it's going up, but we're not getting out of that anytime soon, guys.
There goes Tesla breaking 860 at the top. So, I mean, basically it was like 50 pennies there. So, actually going to be overall up on it. And my order, I actually got a pretty good fill there. So, not as big a hit as you would expect depending on slippage. I'm going to go to that LXRX, if only because it just pushed to this $5.
Dow Jones 30 is doing the same thing.
Gets anywhere close,
But it's still holding that level, so.
650, I should say. I'm probably
continue going higher.
about it on a bit of a turn. If it gets there, I'll be looking at it. Plug is absolutely insane. It just took out the top. So there is Plug power. I mean, whatever, man. I've only been shorting it.
Yeah, Russell 2000, it's making
just
new highs right over here.
Pre-market high. Ignore that wick there at the open. It did not.
Russell,
67.80 off the open. That was
diverging a little bit, divergence on it, but still continue going higher.
Small cap recap. Brennan at the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, 10:20. Let's have a look at a few names we were talking about in the pre-market as far as small caps are concerned. This is going to be a good lesson for anyone.
We're going to be patient with it. See what we do here.
What can happen if you do have orders just sitting out?
For longs, I would only take a long if it's a cut at 2 entry, to be honest.
I don't even know what time it was. It was about
So if it comes up and it does retest, I'll take the long right there with the stop of right over here, entry right here, target 2R.
Had an order sitting here short at that point. Yeah, I'm punching out nearly $1 higher. So just be aware if you are thinking about trading in the pre-market, this is what can happen. The levels I was looking at were 6 and then 590. So working into a short, that was my plan versus 590 and 6. But that got blown way out of the sky as soon as that news came out. So this is going to be a loser for me. We did get very weak right away when the market did open, right away back below 6. Give you a quick short to the downside, but it is still showing a little underlying strength there. Watch out on DPW. Let's talk about CNET. The high from the pre-market was 330, so I just threw an order in front of that just to see, and yeah, I got hit up there at the open, so a nice short down to 270 for CNET. Up again this morning. This one's been a mover over the past couple of days. EXPR, this was by far the weakest in the pre-market, was already kind of trending to the downside when I sat down. 175, 180, any kind of test up to that level would have gave you a great opportunity to get more. We're down to 125 for that one, guys. EXPR, back to you.
And OGen's at $1, and that's a bit embarrassing. I'll one-up you there, Brendan. I'm going to give you a quick little rule here. For me, if you would do something on like your max position size or half the max position size, you should do it on 1/10 as well. And I did not. I had DPW short. I had a stop originally at this 565 area, right above where the top end of this move was in the pre-market. Once I was able to take shares out, I was holding literally 1/10 of my actual max share size on the stock that I wanted today. So I said, you know what, I don't need a stop order, I'll just hold the rest. I don't want to get wicked out. And then this is what happens. I also got out $1 higher. And it's like, that's the whole thing. What makes good poker players great it's the same thing I think in trading as well, is you can treat the small position the same as largest. A $1 bet is the same as $1 million, and they will still follow their rules and still play their hand and not tip and not give anything away when they do that. And it's a skill. I've seen Arun, I said many times, guys, I've seen Arun when he's like in a massive position or taking a big hit or a big win, and you can't even tell. It's the same guy no matter what. OGen just got to $1. I actually just got some shares there at the even buck. Crossing down when it tried to break, and it held like an absolute champion. There was like a dark pool print that went off, you know, like 99 and change. I got in at a buck exactly when that basically happened. I'm gonna use this like 104, 105 as a bit of a breach point here. Obviously, I should probably still be short this from the top, or at least
It's coming down right now.
But I went over the reasons why I got faked out of that trade, guys.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing we get. You know, you got to. And what you said there was very important. There, stick with your rules. We got out at that 66 break on plug, and now it's way up. So another missed opportunity for us. Like this happens to me all the time. We had a bad out on J&J, and then now we have a bad out on plug there off the 60. I mean, look, I'm gonna take an 80-cent long win, but stupid me, should have had that one. Oh, so frustrating. What's up, Pete?
We talked about Taco Bell and Beyond Meat, guys. Almost 9% now. Just took out that high on volume, 135 right through to 136.5 for Beyond Meat. Having a nice day.
actually wanted to get to Beyond Meat before we threw to you, and we forgot it. So thank you, Brendan, for bringing that up to our attention again.
I already hit that. Sorry.
I mean, in the pre-market, thanks for the love. Someone mentioned in the pre-market that they were already up on some of that shout-out. I shouted this thing out as soon as it happened early, and it looks like people getting rewarded now as Beyond Meat, nice little move up, 8.5%. Watch out for a pullback back to 134 is where this guy will get involved.
Yeah, so, sorry, I already hit the yeehaw when I went to you there, because 68 just went unplugged, so a break at the high of the day takes me right to that $68 range. There's not a ton of size on the offer, but it's enough for me to want to get in, if I can, for a bit of a momentum play through 68, even if it breaks this here. It's not a huge offer, but I just like that even dollar range to see if we can play some momentum to the upside. I think going both directions makes sense. We had shorts originally, and now we're looking for a second long position if we can get it through an even dollar break on plug. 72 was the double top that Luis talked about, we were mentioning the other day as well. Well, yeah, not the other day, yesterday. So watch out if it goes any higher than this. 70 and 72 are big levels.
Yep, they sure are. And Beyond Meat still looking at that level there as well. Let's check back in on AMD, which was a nice win for us early, but then we did drop those shares. So the nice win
Tesla's going up 860 right now.
On AMD there. And now we're waiting for 91.20. I'm still looking at view up there. I don't want to ignore this name. That's why I bring it to your attention. I do like this. We just got to watch out for it, because right now the Nasdaq's pulling back down. So AMD, the one to short if the Nasdaq falls. AMD's been very, very volatile lately. So do not sleep on some AMD money there if you need it. So watch out for a break of 90.70. I think that's a decent short there on AMD for me.
Yeah, it looks like a failed break on plug there. I got some shares out like right in like the 90s, but then the rest actually had to get out at 60. Look, obviously if it pulls back in, I'm going to like this chop zone that it had 66, 65 to like 66 even, but I'll stay away from that top end because usually a failed break like that, I'd be looking to short it because I was just looking on the bullish side after it took out 67.33. I'd like to see what it does on a pullback before actually getting into a short position.
Okay, right now Ford, we're just gonna let's get some more shares off here on Ford if we can. I haven't tweeted anything out today. Been too busy with all these positions, but right now we only have one left, so I think this is a good opportunity to do that because you can see this move to the upside right here on Ford, and we actually did post up right here our post-it note. A lot of you guys asking for that, so you can follow me at Trader TV Sean. The post-it note is here. 16 of you.
Now it's finally breaking. Let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna be patient with this entry.
Notes up there on Instagram if you use Instagram. Also, if you use Twitter, follow us all there. It's about education. So, you know, if you want some and you want to look at some of the trades that we're talking about, that's not a horrible spot there. There is some size on Ford right now, so we're looking
divergence,
at that
convergence, moving average, moving momentum.
Some 18s, but right now debating just getting some out 17. Like we have a 15-cent winner. That was a good idea there, breaking through 10. I love the 950 break, so of course we love the 10 break as well. We got to get out though. It's coming down the sides, following it down, guys.
Yeah, and before we go to Brendan, just to remind everybody that Petco, that IPO, is still looming large later on in the session. There's no indication as to when it's going to open. When it does, we'll get right to it. Brendan, what's up?
My daily chart just froze, so I'll just go ahead and maximize this. I'll show you this. ACTC, 13.5%. This is that Proterra SPAC. Remember we talked about this going back a couple of days.
You're kind of falling.
Another Chamath, anyone who's familiar with Social Capital. This is another Chamath-backed SPAC. Proterra makes EV buses, city buses. Yeah.
I like city. That's actually not a bad idea there. Someone just mentioned a firm, and yeah, another time off of 110. This time, actually the second time, it actually breaks through and is trying to slam back down. It's looking a little bullish.
Man, I did not sleep last night really well. It's killing me.
I'm gonna look for. I wanted to trade above 110. I want to see it catch a bid before I do anything. I just got in and out of OGen. I mean, they got psyched out of a 103, 103 short at 105. I'm gonna start back in at 105, but I'm looking for now 111. Just play some momentum. If we get outside of this 110 range, hold a bid.
So it's chopping right now.
That's the next trade I'll in the firm, or maybe just have to wait down for VWAP to catch a bit of a bid.
Okay, so we did get some out there. Look at this drop. We noticed the size on Ford, and we did talk with Lewis before about level 2 reading. So yeah, like I read charts, I read level 2s as well, obviously. You saw that size hitting it there at 18, and then it started following it down. So we took some out right away at 15. Now we get some out at 14. They broke the size. The size now on the bid. I think Ford could probably be hit for a long, but it's probably overextended here today. Ford up that 3.5%. Let's just wait to see. We know the F-150 is coming electric, and that's going to be a big one. That's why, guys, on the daily chart, if you were following us a while, and if you're just following us now, great. But I like to make some long-term calls. We're long Ford right here. 653 or something like that, 673 here on Ford. We'll double check later. But that's a nice little move outside. We knew that there was
for 3015, 3020. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna wait until it breaks this previous higher low right over here. So probably around 290, 1290, 97. Realistically, I would like for it to break this, like the whole range level.
When 1050 breaks on Ford, but that's not happening yet.
Like right over here.
Again, 200 break, and then look what just happened like minutes ago through like 1024. This stock has been on just an unbelievable.
But it's just been ranging. I think eventually it's 930 right now, so I think eventually it's gonna stop chopping out.
This stock got beaten up, and look, I want to kick myself over that 140 level that was just so painfully obvious if someone was buying it up at 140 and would not let it hang below that price. And you'll see what happens. The second it broke away from that price, it just got absolutely insane. At some point, I'm going to look for a short here. I don't even know if it's going to be today, but there is going to be one in DoorDash rather soon, because it just made a move bottom top off that level. Essentially, a 50% move will give you that 210 where the last breakout happened. So maybe below 210 makes some sense to me. Brendan, what's up?
Just double checking on this.
Devin up 5%.
Not even an indication.
I'm just saying, guys, Devin's a good buy. I may have to put some more options on it. Some calls on it.
Hey Brandon, European shares are mostly
I like it a lot.
on the US stimulus hopes. Here, Ford trading in Paris is down almost 3% after French Labor Minister voiced
I like it a lot.
to a proposed takeover by Canada's Couche-Tard. Back to you.
Yeah, big mover past couple of days over in Europe. That careful, guys.
Yeah, I mean, Canadian content. Sorry, I just got back into that OJ, and I said I got out when it broke 105. I got back into it at essentially the same price when it failed at VWAP. I'm scalping it in front of a buck because, well, you guys know I'm going to go short when a dollar breaks. I'll try the exact same thing that didn't necessarily...
Yeah, I may go ahead and buy more shares. Actually, I wouldn't buy shares. Maybe I will on Devin. I like Devin a lot.
Try to avoid that same mistake. This time when OGen goes, I like it.
This is Devin on the weekly chart. It went from like $5 to $20, so that's like what, like a 500% return.
Plug Power just turned.
No, 300%. Excuse me. Around 300% return on that.
Maybe I should have gone to the short side here when it
from the low.
760, but I was looking.
It is on a downtrend. That's the thing, but energy sector has been down. So it's only technically, why is that? Is people are going back into work, energy sector starts rising up.
I think I gotta get some water here. My throat's getting to that point. But yeah, Hydration Nation, stay hydrated with us. I won't sip it now because I'm going to talk. But we did notice some trouble on Ford. So
I like that a lot.
All the way out. Now we hold like 5% left of our Ford position, but we do like it still.
6% right now.
Not that it's not on my radar. It's just we noticed size bringing this thing down. So Ford just continues to go down, downside there. I put my Instagram and my Twitter in the chat. You guys want to follow me? Please do that. I know that there's a lot of messages I need to get to. It's just been a busy one, so I will attempt to answer everything for everybody, and that's what we do here, guys. So get a hold of Neil, myself, or Brendan on our social medias. It's hard to see everything in the chat. Oh, we did get a super chat before, SHMP, for that $100. It's right here. I am going to look at that very, very soon. Brendan, if there's any news on this name, I believe it's a pink sheet name. So SHMP here on the pink sheets. Yes, it is. It's a 45 cent stock. We talked about this a couple days ago. Look, I understand we're not going to come on the show and just start pumping stocks for people, but at the same time, that was a nice little super chat there of $100, and I just want to look at it for you. I think you brought it to everyone's attention back here, 35.36, so it is working, so that's another reason. Look, if this stock was left for dead, maybe we wouldn't talk about it, but again, do your own research. But SHMP, thank you so much for that super chat.
Tesla's still pushing up.
With this stock, but obviously you guys know that I like even levels. You can look at some size here on the pink sheets. There's not a whole hell of a lot, but if you're long this name, I mean, you could get out at 40. I don't know, 4.43 million shares. Do your own work, but thank you to Arky Scan for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah, and this other one to my attention now. I saw someone putting in DTSS. I didn't catch them. I'm sorry, it was very, very quickly there. I'm gonna check to see. I just saw a 5G related play up 100%. It's on the radar for me, but Ogen just broke, and I just got a 99 half short when a dollar broke, and it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be managing both these at the same time. It still looks like it's gaining in terms of volume, which is not the best, even though it's pulling back to a $5 level. I'm watching DTSS. It's the best I can tell you. There's no levels to watch now that it broke that 450. So if it gets back
Now
to that
coming
price,
down.
maybe it's worth selling a little bit here. I have to also check to see how much it's going to cost us to short that name because it's not free apparently.
Oh no, okay. I mean, things have been very, 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 very cheap for us to short.
Stupid cheap.
Including, yeah. So if you're interested in getting affordable shares, and you're not in the U.S., you can.
It's a third of a cent.
Yeah, exactly. At Day Trade the World there, where we do have great locates and work with good brokers and whatnot. Watch out for this. Here comes GameStop. It's so stupid because these were my shorts initially. Unfortunately, it took out that VWAP there, and then it went the other way for us. So that kind of sucks. But GameStop right here, we can look back yesterday just to see what was happening at these levels. This is why we liked this short initially right here. They're in between 34 and 35. It's clear as day right there for a short. After that, I'm not sure. I think the next opportunity is through 32.50, so we still got a little ways to go. But I do like the short through 32.50 on this name, guys.
Yeah, and just gonna throw some orders out here. So in the event that things go absolutely crazy on Ogen, I get some more shares. And I took some out initially for like a quick 2-cent scalp. That first 10 cents, I'm gonna have orders all the way through that range, so you average like a 5-cent winner. I think this is a type of trade where if it levels off, similar to Zom yesterday at 103 and not 105, that was good for a reload. It was certainly a good price. I just said under my breath, I don't know if you heard this, that DTSS, less than a third of a cent per share is what it costs. Why not just give it to us for free to be able to short? No, I'm all kidding aside, very, very cheap. So I do have the locates there. NNDM, I do believe we mentioned this one, and I just got into a firm on that 111 break. I believe we mentioned this one as the offering. Very well received. I know it's down 11%, but it's actually been finding a nice little bottom here and bouncing to the upside. So watch out for this one in the afternoon. Anytime you see a share offering that the market seems not too disturbed by, and then buying comes in after the open, it can be a good positive sign for the stock. So just watch that on NNDM.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of.
I'm just being patient with it.
Bitcoin, I guess, just breached. Thanks, Greg.
Now that it's pushing down.
Breached again 40. The all-time high on Bitcoin is 42, I think, thousand. Brendan, I guess, can confirm that as well as Greg if you're listening. But 42,000 there. I just don't know enough. I guess I can just go right here. I'll confirm it my damn self. It's 42.
I like XOM for the altcoins. It looks like the trend is shifting toward the upside after the pullback.
On crypto for Bitcoin. So the 1-minute chart's got this thing going a little bit, but here's the pullback. It's done that before, Neil. We've seen this. It hits 40, then it can drop to 38, 37, 36, something like that. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but watch out for Bitcoin. Congratulations to anybody that's long here. I did sell a little bit of my position on the weekend just to raise some capital, and then hopefully it gets lower, but I did not buy back. So pie on my face again. I'd like to be a holder of this. I'm still holding it from like 2017, 2018. So finally made that money back as we get back to all-time highs. So I got to change my script there a little bit on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Sorry, not Facebook. Guess I'm not a crypto bag holder anymore because we are getting out on profit time right now. What's up, Mr. Wicked?
I just saw this one popping back up. Snowflake, guys, back above 304. No, I don't know why I had an alert there. 304, but 300, obviously the bigger level down there that did hold in the pre-market. They did a deal with this Alteryx, data processing deal with Alteryx. So Alteryx teaming up with Snowflake, but not a huge move, guys.
The big one's up about 6%.
No, for sure. I just got a couple of legs out there on Ogen down to like 95, so it's still giving that little slide down. I hit a couple of shorts on the way. I don't think it's going to go 125, but the one even breaking news one I was going to have for sure. We talked about this LXRX a little bit earlier, and I didn't really have an obvious level. This is now broken down off of $6, so I guess the even dollar would have done, and would have sufficed. Below this 520, not 420, 520. I'll be looking to short this break here. There was a nice little pullback on LXRX below VWAP. All signs point to me liking the short here on LXRX through 525. I want to see a firm hold VWAP here. If it can't, I'm going to have to cover that trade. We did okay on the first long, guys. but you don't want to give too much back. Ultimately, if it does break through, up back to negative on the stock, which is how it started the day, got positive. So bit of yo-yo action for me on a firm. So 520 on LXRS. I'm only taking it short on a break of that level. It's 10:40. Wow. Time for the sector watch. Let's go to Brendan at the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, let's have a look at the S&P 500, see what's in charge so far today. A lot of green on this board, or blue, I guess, but green overall, 0.2 for the market itself. Energy stocks we've been talking about since the open this morning, really, really strong. MRO, Oxy, Apache, Devon, Fang, HFC, all 2 to 8%. MRO still leading. 8.2% for energy stocks there. Very
we're just
strong.
waiting on that.
Oil still up
Just
about
kind of
1.5%
chopping around.
on the day as well.
MACD starting to shift down.
News on that one today, 3.5%. Some of the consumer discretionary shares we've been talking about having a nice day though, but all the cruise lines are here, NCLH, RCL, and CCL, all up about 4.5 to 6.5%. More vaccine positivity, so that means that travel names are going to be strong on the day. Etsy back to the upside again today, 6%. L Brands right below it, 3% for consumer discretionary stocks. Banks are strong. We have tech shares back to the upside as well. Semiconductors are leading the way, but have a look at the hardware equipment makers, 2% to 3.5% for some of these. So these two groups kind of offsetting some of the weakness from the software names. NLOC and MA down about 1.5% each. Industrial shares, here's all the airlines, ALK, UAL, AAL, and Dow. FedEx is here, Love as well, and UPS, all 1.5 to 5%. So travel names leading the way for the industrial group. NOC over there, 2.5% to the upside as well. Otherwise, I mean, pretty quiet as far as negativity. You want to look at software names, utilities, consumer staple stocks, material stocks as well. A little bit red on the day, but overall the market is up 0.25%. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Brendan. I'm still watching at GTSS. No, I don't really have any obvious levels, and I said this before, so I'm just looking for what looks like a fantastic turn-off in obvious even dollar range, or
Nasdaq looks like it's starting to push up on that level.
Makes sense. We talked about having rules, and I know you want to talk about this with this man on Friday. Sean, Mr. O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful himself, will be appearing on the show. We'll talk about maybe some of his thoughts with regards to the market. Of course, there will be a lot to discuss. Maybe talk a little crypto as well, but also talk about day trading in general and how you better have a plan, something that we believe in, certainly. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Now Canad pushed up one here.
He's definitely been on a couple of times. We have a lot of fun each time that happens. I want to come back to DoorDash if I can. I did mention that 210 is a bit of a psychological level because of the 140 bottom that it had, and that's a 50%.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this.
Sort of it tried to bounce once, it broke
let's see what we do here.
and then the second time it just crashed right through. So throw that one away. Maybe look at a 205 handle.
I think that Nasdaq right now is the only thing I'm looking at right now.
There to be had. Just came back to the upside. So it looks like. And I was
So
say
we're breaking toward the high of day right now.
We talked about this tape reading, Sean. We talked about Lewis. 109.
Yeah, I'm not really looking at anything. Like S&P looks kind of weak. Russell looks weak today. Russell is actually coming down. It actually came down.
Here to get a better price. Now I have like a 110.50.
So I'm gonna wait out. If it breaks toward, if Russell breaks, I mean, if the Dow continues to break down, I may just take it short on it.
Island of liquidity, hopping island of liquidity here there is going to be between 109 and that VWAP. So why actually wait until 107 to get out? So we'll take some profit for a
But I'm still gonna wait on this because I do think that it could eventually come down as
that high of day on a firm, but the stop is now
the other pairs are still weak right now, or the indexes are still weak right now. So I'm gonna wait it out. Dow looks really good for shorts right now. So if it breaks toward the level, I'm gonna just go ahead and take a short on it on Dow 30.
As a short because I had an offer out on the high side, so I actually got to cancel that. We have to wait to see on that one. 10, 10:01, 10:10 or so.
We shall see.
So we're gonna wait to see
but starting off the day with a red day, so we'll see if we can turn it around.
So we gotta look to make a new one here. GameStop 34. It's trying to break. That was some key levels there.
So yeah, just two small red, small trades here. I'm down about 1% on the day. But again, just gonna patiently wait on it.
We'll see if that can come through.
That is key right now. So just patiently waiting. and seeing what we do
Tesla
here.
up to 860. Holy crap.
But yeah,
We talked about that as well. Let's
hope
go
you guys
to
are having a
Tesla
freaking
there.
awesome
I think
day.
Neil had that trade today.
Subscribe to my
But
YouTube,
this
as
8-1,
well
this is why we took
as
the bids.
follow me on
Because, we
Instagram.
didn't go anywhere close to that, man.
And yeah,
We were a
I'll see you
little too,
guys tomorrow.
not
I think
aggressive
tomorrow's
enough.
Friday, right?
839 was the
Yeah,
bottom
tomorrow's
there,
Friday. Wow.
on
Week
Tesla
went on
at
fast.
827
See
or
you guys on
something.
Friday,
That was a joke. What's up, B?
8 a.m.
Just
CST.